You're welcome to Positive Impact. My name is Joy Elenwo, and I'm your host for today. Positive Impact is a program that talks about social issues that affect the family and the society generally. Because ultimately, you are your own competition. Because until you arise, every other thing is sleeping.
What is depression to start with? It's a state whereby you are not interested in activities, you have mood swings, you don't feel like you're worth anything. And so, of course, in marriages, we have situations that can lead to depression.
Hello, viewers. You're welcome to Positive Impact. My name is Joy Elenwo. Positive Impact is a program where we talk about social issues that affect the society and the family. Today we have a very special guest. He's a professional footballer, and his name is God's Time Donatus. God's Time Donatus, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, my
It's a pleasure to really have you here.
Same here.
So who is God's Time Donatus? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. God's Time Donatus is from Bayelsa State. Yes. And I'm a footballer, a professional footballer. I'm the last child of a family of 8. And I'm also single.
Oh, really? That's interesting to know. So, what inspired you to playing, what inspired you into football, playing football, yeah?
Okay, growing up, my family, the whole of my family was kind of a football family.
Really?
My dad played, my mom too, while they were young. So all of my siblings, I grew up seeing them playing football, and they were doing very good. You know, they were one of the best in my local government. They, participated in every sports representing our local governments, our states, and even outside the states too. So I saw them, being the best. They were our hero. They were doing very well, and I wanted to be with them. The fame, all the good things that comes with, being a footballer and all. I wanted to be like them.
Did they play professional football
yes,
too?
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did.
Oh, really? That's interesting. So, at what stage in your life did you get into football?
Okay, I think I started very early when I was like 12 years old. Okay. Then I was also going to school. But then I had this passion for football that made me to realize on that very age that, no, I'll be a professional footballer. So I started very early, and then at a point I had to distinguish between my football career and my schooling. So I started very age. I think that was 12 years old.
Yeah, because a lot of people want to, get into the professional league, and they're finding it very difficult. So how did you get into one?
Okay, yeah, you're right. While I was trying to be consistent in trying to be a better player when I was young, because I knew for me to go far, I need to, to be serious with every training section. And I had my big brothers that always advised me, if you want to be great, this is what the road you need to, the things you need to do and don't do. So while doing that, there was this training section that I had this, I can't forget that day, these Cameroonian doctors, they were doctors, they came for exercise that same day, and they saw me playing football with other youths, and they were like, "God, this
in
boy
Nigeria
is so
or in
here
Cameroon?
in Nigeria,
okay,
here in Nigeria," and they were like, "Wow, this boy is so talented." So after the game, they came to meet me and they said, "Which club do you play for?" I said, "No, I don't play professionally. I just play." He said, "You're way too talented to be, playing just like that. You need to have a club. Don't you aspire going abroad?" I said, "Yes, I want to go to abroad, but there's no money." So they said, "Don't worry, we'll take you there." I will try to get you a club where you start and train consistently to to be who you were supposed to be. So 6 months later, he took me to Cameroon. That's how I started my professional.
Without an agent,
Without
you just
an agent,
trusted him, and everything went accordingly.
Okay, yeah. Thing is, he was a doctor that was known in my area, but I never knew. You understand? So, and then he had a track record of taking players abroad. Yeah, yeah. So his younger brother also played for a national team in Cameroon. So he showed videos, and then he spoke with my family and everybody. So they trusted him, and then that's how it went.
So, who is your who is your favorite sports hero?
That's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why him?
Okay. His work ethics. He's very, very talented. He has this attitude of a never die attitude. He doesn't give up. He's a role model, not just on the pitch, but outside. He does so many, when there's drought, when there's problem, he goes to make sure he meets needs of people, touches so many lives, and he's a role model for me. I've followed him since when I was a boy, you understand? So it's Cristiano Ronaldo for me.
Yeah. So as a footballer, you always work in a team. So can you share your experiences, like working in a team, in a group with other people?
Okay, yeah. There's so many experience in being part of a football club. First of all, it's a team sport. But then as a youngster, you come across so many people with different perspectives, their ways of life that will really, influence you. But then being in a club, you learn so many things about you learn so many things. You learn how to be a man. You learn how to compete. You learn how to follow. You learn how to lead. You learn how to sacrifice. Yeah, you learn how to be selfless. You learn how to take care of yourself, because times will come when there are good times and there are bad times. There are times when you need to stand alone, take good care of yourself, like when you get injured. So I learned so many things.
Yeah, you just mentioned competing. So what is the best part about competing?
The best part of competing is, I think you're not just competing against your opponents, but you're also competing against yourself.
Really? How? How is that?
Okay, that's one way you're going to push yourself to exceed your own expectation. For example, there are so difficult matches. Maybe you intend to score just one goal in those matches, and then you end up losing. Maybe 5 minutes to go, you try to push yourself to be at the top. You try to be competitive to make sure you're the best. So that's one way.
Yeah, so your training could be sometimes boring. So how do your teammates, how do you make training fun?
Okay.
Your practice? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's the clubs I played. By the grace of God, I played in so many clubs, and those clubs, they are top clubs. They are clubs that are very, very competitive. There's no time for lapses. You don't sleep. No, there's no time. So every training section is like a football match. Okay. Yeah. So, but then there are some times when we get tired, and then we look for things that will, fun, just like you said. Yeah, there's so many fun. Sometimes in games. Sometimes a club president will bring a huge amount of money, say, okay, you guys, I don't know what's happening. Okay, anybody that wins takes this amount. We'll play against ourselves. Okay. There will be fun. So, and there are so many things. Footballers are one of the most funniest people. You understand? So they bring so many things back from home to, we talk about things and stuff. We make jokes, So, and there's always fun. There's no time. There's no dull moment there.
So apart from football, what other sport do you play? Do you play other sports?
Okay, I love football so much that I never really had interest in other sports. I had to really focus and give my all. But then I love playing billiards, snooker. Yeah, I think I'm very good on
that.
Yeah.
We'll take a short break right now, and we'll be right back. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is Positive Impact, where we talk about social issues that affect the society and the family. My special guest is still Donatus God's Time. Yes, Donatus, we're talking about your experience as a professional footballer. So, can you tell us what emotions do you feel like when you score a goal? How do you feel?
Okay, I think it depends on the match actually, the competition. When I was growing up, I used to like celebrate, go crazy, wow, goal, But then the more you understand the game, sometimes you tend not to be overexcited because the game is not over. I used to have a coach that would tell me that junior, if you score one goal, that means you're able to score two. If you score
Junior,
two,
you're junior also?
yeah, that's
Okay.
name. They love calling me that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you score one goal, that means you can score two. If you score two, you can score three. So when I score that first goal, I try not to be too excited because man's happiest moments are his weakest. You get too emotional and then you lost concentration. So I try to go for the second goal. I score the second goal. Sometimes I don't get too happy until I get the third. I'm very, very competitive. So
Yeah. So, a lot of footballers are promised, jobs outside Nigeria or outside the country, and they get stranded. So, what do you have to say about that?
yeah, that's a very big problem. We have so many young players, very talented players that are in European countries. They are stranded. Some are in the streets. Some are doing drugs because of why the way they got there. And then I think one of the problem is I think it's ignorance.
How is that?
We young footballers, we don't know what it takes to for a European club to invite us or for you to play for a European club.
What does it take?
Okay, I think first of all you need to be talented. It's very important.
Yeah.
Now you also need to be in a club here in Nigeria.
Okay.
A club where you keep training, get consistent with, as you keep training to better your talent.
Is it compulsory to be in a club?
It's very, very compulsory.
Okay.
Because the European club that wants a player wants to know that that player is in a club training.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, and then if they want you, they will talk to your club. There are so many documentation that needs to do. The club is sending you, especially as a teenager.
Yes.
Yes, you can't just travel from nowhere. And there are some managers that will say, "Hey, player, you're very talented." You understand? They will hype you, and they will say, "Okay, I can get you this particular club." You understand? And then they'll just take you there. Maybe they will get a visa. A visa just drop you there. No club is even expecting you. You understand? They don't follow the due process. They just take your money and make sure they get you to the country, and then they abandon you.
Yeah, so these are, some of the challenges young footballers face.
Exactly.
Are there other challenges?
Yeah, there are more.
Yeah.
First of all, we have, if we want to see, get a very good example, we look to the European clubs. They are very, very well organized.
Okay.
We in Africa as a whole, I've played in so many clubs in Africa.
Such as which clubs?
Racing Club de Bafoussam,
Yeah.
Aigle Real de la Manoa, Bambule de Cambe, PWD de Bamenda. All these are top clubs that are representing Africa in the CAF Champions League. So one of the challenges we are having, I think, one of that one is organization. We are not organized here in Africa. You understand? We are not organized. Everybody.
Let's bring it down to Nigeria here.
Okay, for Nigeria, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Let me take an example from the Premier League that we are playing. Some of the clubs, they have feeders team that they groom young players, and then they get promoted to the main team. Okay. Yeah. Now, in other countries, they have what we call Division 1, which is the Premier League. They have Division 2, Division 3, Division 4. Some have Division 5, Division 6. To make sure that if you're under 6, you can be competing. Yeah. Under 12, you'll be competing. But here in Nigeria, they don't even care so much about the young talents. That's why you see in Nigerian football, you see old players. Okay. You understand? That's progression where you get to under 6, under 7, 12, 10, 12, 14, 16, and you get into it's not here in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us about the football academy in Bayelsa? I hear there's something going on there.
Yeah.
That people need to know about. Yes.
Yeah, that football academy was the football academy that that I was playing before I went out. Okay. Yeah, they have a very good setup. It's owned by a professional player. Okay. one of the legends in Barca United those days. And then when he retired, he tried to set up something so that he'll be able to impact knowledge on the youths, the teenagers that are coming, to prepare them for the future. So I was there before I traveled. So by the grace of God, I was the first professional footballer that broke out from that academy. Yeah, while I was there, I kept encouraging them. They would keep calling me senior, my videos, my pictures, stuff like that. They keep posting it, saying they have their senior players. So when I came back, I went there to encourage them. They were so happy seeing their professional player back. So there's so many things I could give them, but the most important thing is the knowledge, what I achieved, what I got there, playing in different clubs and in different coaches. So I had to, impart this knowledge in them, and they were so happy. I saw how they improved. I saw how they were trying to, be me, and be trying to play like me. There's so many things I made them to understand, and there's so many things that are involved. Your way of life, characters, and wise, the way you take care of yourself, and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Finally, could you, what are you going to say to a young, young person out there who is aspiring to play football, especially for a professional league? What advice are you going to give to them?
Okay, I will start by saying it's not easy. It's never easy. There are ups and downs, especially when you don't know what you're doing. Secondly, you need to really know if you're really cut out to play football. If you're talented, sometimes talent is not enough, it's not good enough. You need to work hard for it. You need to show that you really want to be a professional footballer. You understand? And then you need to train consistently to be better. Yeah. Then you need to also believe in yourself. It's very important. You believe in yourself and you believe in something else. You believe in God. For me, it really helped me. Made me to be disciplined, because the values of God, will shape you for you to be someone good in life. So it made me to be disciplined. You have to be very disciplined. It's very important. You be very early. You respect your coach. You understand? You have to be humble. You have to listen. You have to follow, because someday you lead. Yes, you lead someday. And you have to be very, very strong mentally, because in football, there's ups and downs. And that humility, it has to be there every day.
Thank you so much. It's really a pleasure to have you. Thank you, viewers. Now we come to the end of this program. And please like and subscribe to our channel. And also don't forget to press the notification button in order to know when we send in new videos. If you have any comment, use our comment section. Thank you so much. Bye.